I never really liked Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg has always come across as a coon to me, a sellout. Someone that, got that Hollywood lifestyle, that Hollywood life, got that Hollywood money. The white man gave her a show on The View, made her the lead panelist. So she forgot about where she came from, and she forgot about the issues that confront our community. So I'm going to play a clip from The View where Whoopi Goldberg is defending Jim Crow Joe and his racist ass crime bill that contributed to mass incarceration. So I'm going to cue up this clip and I'm going to provide brief commentary.
You know who continued going after Biden on Twitter, claiming that African Americans will not vote for him because he supported the 1994 crime bill that increased racial inequality in the American justice system. He says black people won't vote for him because of this.
Let me stop the video right there. And what she's doing is she's reading a tweet that President Trump wrote about Joe Biden. And I must say the president is correct, because we ain't voting for Joe Biden's old ass. The man that contributed to mass incarceration, Jim Crow Joe. He is not getting the vote of the black community, plain and goddamn simple. So the president is correct.
There are a lot of other things in that bill, by the way.
Well, there are a lot of things in the bill.
Violence against women, for instance.
But this is a federal bill. This is what you were saying. This is a federal bill, so federal inmates are 10% of all prisoners. But he did help Bill Clinton draft the bill in 1994. In 2015, Bill apologized for signing the bill, saying they made the problem worse. There are provisions in the bill, harsher punishments for drug offenses and expansion of the death penalty. It offered more federal money for states that adopted the truth in sentencing laws, which ensured violent offenders serve 85% of their sentence. I guess you have to make sure that the person you've picked up is actually the person that's guilty of the crime. So there are things. I think everybody who has had a life in politics has, signed something that we're going to find bad.
His own lawyer signed this bill. Giuliani was for this bill. And
Bernie Sanders signed it as well.
And don't forget that Trump, you always mention this, the Central Park Five. After they were exonerated, he still wanted to give them the death penalty. They weren't even guilty. He's talking about black voters. Who did he ask? Did he ask white people or black people now? Because the black people know about Charlottesville, and they know about him saying that these are countries, you can bleep that. And all the racism in Charlottesville, and all the stuff that he says. They know about it, I'm sure.
Well, that's the thing about this. And we talked about it in our Hot Topics meeting last week. I think Biden has to certainly address this, because mass incarceration did become a bigger problem after this crime bill. And there were good things about the crime bill, like the assault weapon ban. But his message on this crime bill right now is, well, it had nothing to do with the increase in mass incarceration. And that is not true. It did have something to do with it. But what I don't like about what Trump is doing is he's equating black voters with only crime. He's saying, well, black voters don't vote just because of crime. And the black community is not a one-issue community. We are both African American, and we have a lot of different concerns. We care about climate change. We care about wealth inequality.
And women's rights.
We care about women's rights. White people care about crime also. We care about
Let me stop it there. Did you hear Whoopi Goldberg? Well, white people care about crime also. Fucking coon. So let me go ahead and play the speech, Joe Biden's speech in 1994. This is the asshole that Whoopi Goldberg, Angela Rye, Simone Sanders, all of these black feminists are defending. Let me cue this up. Bear with me one moment.
We must take back the streets. It doesn't matter whether or not the person that is accosting your son or daughter, or my son or daughter, my wife, your husband, my mother, your parents. It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. It doesn't matter or not whether or not they had no background that enabled them to become socialized into the fabric of society. It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society. The end result is they're about to knock my mother on the head with a lead pipe, shoot my sister, beat up my wife, take on my sons. So I don't want to ask what made them do this. They must be taken off the street. That's number one. There's a consensus on that. Unless we do something about that cadre of young people, tens of thousands of them, born out of wedlock, without parents, without supervision, without any structure, without any conscience developing, because they literally, I yield myself 3 more minutes, because they literally have not been socialized. They literally have not had an opportunity. We should focus on them now. If we don't, they will, or a portion of them will, become the predators 15 years from now. And Madam President, we have predators on our streets that society has, in fact, in part because of its neglect, created. Again, it does not mean because we created them that we somehow forgive them or do not take them out of society to protect my family and yours from them. They are beyond the pale, many of those people. Beyond the pale. And it's a sad commentary on society. We have no choice but to take them out of society. And the truth is, we don't very well know how to rehabilitate them at that point. That's the sad truth. I'm the guy that said, rehabilitation, when it occurs, we don't understand it and notice it. And even when we notice it and we know it occurs, we don't know why. So you cannot make rehabilitation a condition for release. That's why in our system, there's the federal system, you serve 85% of your time. It's a shame, but we don't know how to rehabilitate. But there is a consensus, and I will cease. A, we must make the streets safer. I don't care why someone is a malefactor in society. I don't care why someone is antisocial. I don't care why they become a sociopath. We have an obligation to cordon them off from the rest of society, try to help them, try to change their behavior. That's why we do in this bill. We have drug treatment and we have other treatments to try to deal with it, but they are in jail.
Let me stop it there. That's the motherfucker that Whoopi Goldberg is defending. That's the motherfucker that Angela Rye is defending. That's the motherfucker that Simone Sanders' coon ass is working for. This man, the man that said he doesn't care why we are in the condition that we're in. He acknowledged that the system of white supremacy created the issues that confront the black community. But he said he doesn't care why, because the white man doesn't want to fix your problems. The white man does not care about you. Instead of fixing the problems in the community, instead of Biden telling you the truth that we all do drugs and commit crimes at the same rate, he would rather focus on you, black man and black woman, because he's fucking racist. You didn't hear him say that we do drugs and commit crimes at the same rate, did you? You didn't hear him say that, did you? Look at the opioid crisis. We all do drugs and commit drug offenses at the same rate. Yet he didn't lock up white people. He didn't lock up white people with powder cocaine, did he? But he was more harsher with those that were crack smokers, crack users, crack dealers that are predominantly black. Biden knew what he was doing. And the white man does not want to fix the problems because he has a guilt complex. He's afraid of you because he's afraid that you're going to do to him what he's done to us. That's the white man for you. And black people, here's another layer. Black people cannot be deported. ADOS, black nativists, cannot be deported. So the white man doesn't want competition. He can always deport the Mexican, deport the Arab or whoever else, whatever immigrant that came here. They can't deport us anywhere. So instead of having us, like he said, taking us out of society, that means he don't got to compete with you. That means he's locking up the next doctor, the next lawyer, the next the first black president, the real first black president. He locked you up. There's geniuses languishing in prison. Why? Because the white man doesn't want to compete with you. The white man doesn't want to fix the problems in your community. The white man does not care about us, ADOS. And this man right here, this white man, is being defended by fucking black feminists like Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg is a fucking sellout coon. But that's all I got to say. Make sure you like. Make sure you share. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. Drop a comment. I want to know what you think about this topic. As always, I appreciate all the love. Thank you for allowing me to share my views. Have a great day.